Kamala Hammond, but they call me Cammy. And then he's a homie. Say, I'm a home baby. It was my third pregnancy, second full-term pregnancy. And I basically just really had like high blood pressure. That was the only real complication I had during pregnancy. But once, 2 weeks after I had my baby, I hemorrhaged out at home. I had one episode that Sunday where I went to the restroom and I bled out, but it stopped. It was just like shh, and stopped. Yeah. And looking back, I can't see anything else except for that episode that happened that Sunday, and then I ended up hemorrhaging out that Tuesday. I thought I was just going to the restroom, and then I was getting ready to get up, but I couldn't get up, and I'm like, what is this that's continuing to come out of my body? The more I tried to stop it, the more it just came. I made the phone call to the 1-800 number, and I was only able to give her my date of birth before I passed out. I came to, and I was on the floor. I just started sweating, and I just started feeling really, really faint and like losing a lot of my energy. And so they were trying to get into me, but the latch was on the door. And I'm steady trying to like, I'm back here, I can't get up. And I just couldn't, and so then I got enough energy to crawl to the front, and then I let the latch off the door and I passed out again. Well, I stayed in the hospital for about a week, and I had a 2-week-old baby I have an older son too, so at the time I had 2 children, and I was away from my newborn baby for that whole week. I had a big blood clot you can hold it in both hands. I was so scared to even think about having another baby. And I like to say he was a surprise because I don't think but in a way we were. Yeah. But when I did get pregnant with him, it was really, really scary because I mean, that's all I could think about.
So this is what these warning signs are. These are all the things these are definite call 911s. Mm-hmm. And then these are call someone and let them tell you exactly what it is that you need to do.
See, now looking at this, I remember like the thoughts of hurting yourself and your baby and the bleeding and the fever.
Like, how does this make you feel about your situation? Like, what would have been the difference for you?
Oh, I definitely probably would have ran and checked out some of the warning signs, and to know that there was another, more than just bleeding out, more than just, worrying about your incision healing faster. I mean, the headaches, I probably very well had a headache that day, or the other warning signs, I probably very well had that, and that would have been something I would have been looking for or expecting to happen versus not knowing anything. The straightforward checklist like they give you the straightforward checklist for the babies when you bring the babies home to make sure that, you're cleaning their umbilical cord. Mm-hmm. And then when you have the boys with their circumcision, you have straightforward checklists for that. Then you don't have those. Well, I didn't. Mm-hmm. And so, I go down a checklist when it comes to my children, but when it comes to myself, we tend to overlook our health and our signs and warning signs because we're so focused on baby at the time. Sure. We're so focused on making sure the baby is getting fed and the jaundice and all this stuff that comes with the newborn baby. I need that checklist. My goddaughter I'm serious, my goddaughter is pregnant. In the Black community, we kind of like shoo it and, pray about it and girl, you just going through a phase. But even with calling my mom during that time when I was like, she was, Cam, you need to call a doctor. So I feel like, that old school stuff and all that's fine and dandy. And, you might have managed and you lived through it, but times change. Every pregnancy is different. how I felt with my first pregnancy. I was vibrant and young and like, oh, this was the best pregnancy ever. I can do this again. After the second pregnancy, and then I'm almost dying. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this again.
So it's important for us to speak up.
Speak up, girl. You can't keep quiet. No, you got to ask somebody. No question is a bad question. Call your doctor. I mean, it's better to know than to not know. So if you're feeling like something is wrong, even if you're cramping a little bit, call your doctor. Reassurance goes a long way. I need a little bit of reassurance. Okay, I call my doctor, he check, oh, I'm fine. Then I can go on by my day. But then if you overlook it and then it turns into something big, you'll be hard on yourself, being regretful because you feel like you should have called your doctor. Maybe I could have prevented this from happening just by asking the question. Don't be scared to ask the questions.